Great stuff. Final talk. So I'm going to talk to you now about how to fuel the machine to outmarket your competition. And how impressive is that Google machine? That's the first time I've heard that stat that Maeve shared. 100 million signals can be analysed in the blink of an eye. You know, how amazing is that? Hoovering up the Google machine, hoovering up revenue on behalf of its advertisers. But it does beget those questions that we started the day with. You know, in this new era of machine-enabled marketing, what do we all do? You know, where do we sit? And that other question that it begs for me is when all advertisers have equal access to this incredible machine, well, how do we compete? Like, surely it's working just as hard for everybody. So in Wolfgang Digital, we've come up with a strategy tells us, first of all, what we all do, and second of all, it's how we feed the machine, how we fuel the machine to outmarket our competitors. So the machine is at the central, but we're the marketers in the room, the digital marketers, we're the drivers of the machine. And we've 6 inputs of how we can fuel it. So the first one is insights. The better understanding we have of the customers, the better we can fuel our machine. We've been speaking about that today. Next up is the content we create. Obviously, that's a point of differentiation between us and the clients. So be it interactive content, be it podcasts, that's a place where we can add a lot of value as digital marketers, all of us. Next one is voice. Now, I just need to hover on this for a second because it just kind of came to me today when we were hearing these talks. The reason Google is the most successful advertiser in the history of the world is because it sits between the question and the answer. It owns the interface between a thought and an action, okay? With voice search, as Kev demonstrated, there's now an opportunity for all of us as brands to start occupying that space, the interface between a question and an action in everybody's kitchen, living room, bedroom. Phenomenal opportunity. As simple as saying, OK, Google, talk to Wolfgang Digital, and it opens it up for you. So don't underestimate that opportunity. I think the people in the room who grasp that now will be tearing it up by the time 6G rolls out. Integration. So anytime we get in a stage, we talk about integration. We just think it's so fundamental to successful marketing in 2019 and beyond. So audience strategies, multiple channels, crucial. And this is something Google can't do for you by itself. It's something that you can do to add value to the machine. Next one's really important. It's increasing conversions. So I had the pleasure of sharing the stage with a Googler in Amsterdam who was speaking about the machine, and he's one of the product guys. And I had that question from him. I said, OK, so that's great. The machine seems phenomenal, but how do we get a competitive advantage over the competitors? Surely it's working as hard for everybody. And he said, well, probably the best thing you can do is the machine loves information. If you're getting more conversions than your competitors, you're giving it more information, it can optimize better on your behalf. And I said, oh, OK, so if our pal Margaret gets wind of this, that Google's favoring the bigger advertisers with the machine, there might be a problem there. But it's very interesting to know that the more conversions that you can generate through things like conversion rate optimization, or by nicking them from your competitors, the harder the machine is going to work for you. And the last one, and this is the killer one, right? This is the huge one, is the machine can only optimize for one thing, okay? One thing. This is kind of the strength and the weakness. So when everybody's putting in a conversion, if you can optimize for a smarter conversion, a better conversion than everybody else, the machine's working harder for you. So if you can optimize for an online and an offline conversion, you're killing it. The machine's not, there's only 2 retailers in Europe right now doing that. They're both in the room. So if that's what they're feeding the machine, they're going to destroy the competition. If you can do what Beth spoke about, everyone else is optimizing for revenue. You're optimizing for profit. Well, you're away in a hack. So I hope what you're seeing here is, well, you know, I felt the fear of what do we do? Are we still relevant in this new environment? I think our jobs get way more interesting, and I think what we can do becomes much more powerful. And so I hope we've demonstrated to you today that the future's bright for us as for digital marketers. It's never been brighter, in fact. And I hope you feel very secure and excited about the things we can all do together going forward.